Hello.
Kerry,
Hi.
where have you been? I forgot who you were. I said, who's Kerry?
I am Kerry.
Hi, Kerry.
Things got busy.
The chaos, huh?
hmm
Right, so Kerry, you can read the screen in a second. Just let Paolo in. Where are they? Participants. Are you good to read the screen, Kerry?
I thought you just were telling us to read it, not read it out loud. Yeah,
Read it out loud. Go for it.
pre-recording consent. Before we begin recording, I want to make sure everyone is aware and comfortable. This session is being streamed and recorded as part of the You Act Lero's mission to build recovery capital and challenge stigma. Your personal safety and comfort come first. If at any time you would like your contribution or the recording deleted, please say so and it will be removed without question. Please remember, take personal responsibility for what you share. This is an adult learning environment, not therapy, mutual aid, or faith-based organisation. If you are happy to proceed, please give a verbal yes or use the chat to confirm your consent to the recording.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Don't sound so excited. Hello, Andrea. Welcome back.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today. I've got a bit of a head cold and stuff, but apart from that, I'm okay.
Okay, great. All right, so Amy, this is your 10th class, yes?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, well, you build the container. You're in charge now.
Okay. Welcome everyone. Shall we start with a check-in? Would anyone like to go first?
I'll go first. I'm David.
Yeah.
I'm checking in. Yeah, it feels quite clear for me today. Thursday mornings and now Thursday afternoons. Thursday mornings is peer recovery specialist and certified professional recovery coach, and afternoons are systemic wellness practitioners, all in the world of Leros. So I feel clear and centered. I'll tag Kerry CFN.
Yeah, I'm checking in. I'm feeling a bit anxious, and that's just because I haven't been on here for a while. So, I mean, my head before was going, oh, I don't want to go on because when I haven't done something for a little while, I just get a bit anxious about things. But I'm fine now. You know, like once you get on and you think it's not even as bad as my head makes out anything to be. Anyway, I was only meant to be checking in, wasn't I? I'm a little bit anxious. That's what I
That's the
do when I'm
anxiety,
anxious.
yeah? The anxiety, great. Okay, who are you taking?
Oh, I'll tag Andrea.
Good choice.
Hi. Yeah, like I say, I'm just not feeling 100% well today. So I'm checking in a bit foggy. I would describe it as my brain's a bit foggy.
Andrea, which organization do you work for?
I work with Kerry and Justin at CFN.
CFN as well, yes?
Yeah.
And what does CFN stand for?
Changing Futures Northumbria.
Changing Futures. Cool. All right. Andrea tags Justin.
Hi, David. It's been a while.
It has. Who are you
Definitely
working for?
changing futures,
Oh,
Northumbria.
God, blimey, it's all of you. You're a bloody virus.
Well, one of the reasons why I'm in, so I wanted to do the next part, so I've got one more hour to do as part of this one.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel good. And I'll pass on to is Paolo. Is Paolo in? Yeah.
Yeah.
Paolo.
Yep.
Thanks, Justin. Yeah, I'm really glad that I'm here. I also missed a couple. So I'm glad that when I'm not feeling great, I was quite ill. One of the first things to go is my routine. So yeah, I'm glad I'm starting to feel better and my routine's getting back to a state of being well. And I will tag Katie.
You, Paolo. Good to see you back. I am feeling a bit discombobulated. I've just been coached myself by someone I have been coaching, and it's a bit weird, but really good. So yeah, a bit discombobulated, excited, happy to be here. Thank you. Has everyone been, or do I need to tag?
Just me.
Amy, then.
Thank you. Thanks, Katie. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty upbeat today. So yeah, it's a good day. So thanks everyone for checking in. So where would everyone like to take the container today? Is there anything in particular that anyone would like to talk about or bring up?
Okay, so I'll jump in.
Okay,
Yeah.
go for it, David.
So the purpose of systemic wellness practitioner is to use coaching as a skill set to improve how we show up in our roles in the various organizations that we have. Yeah, so knowing that, when we like the kind of you create the container and you see what emerges, and you talk around that, but the overall context is my job, my role, my organization. Yeah, my personal lived experience, my professional role, and how they can possibly get enmeshed. Yeah. So Katie would have had a challenge. So this is an assumption of mine, where Katie would have been coaching someone. Now that person has just coached Katie. Yep, and it's like, oh, the power dynamic changes a bit. Yeah. Have any of you ever worked with your sponsor? Have any of you had sponsors from the fellowship? Yeah. Have you ever been worked with them? Okay. So
Sorry, David, I just want to clarify, what do you mean by worked with them?
so you have a sponsor, somebody that's helping you in the fellowship, and then you go off and you go into business together, or you work together
Okay, got you.
in a work role. Yeah.
Yes.
Or it's a bit like you've got a girl that you're friends with, or a boy that you're friends with, and then he comes and tells you he loves you, or she says she loves you, and then the dynamics of the relationship change because, oh fuck, okay, yeah, that sort of stuff. So you're working as a volunteer, and then you become a salaried employee. So just if we could just kind of put the focus around systemic wellness within the organizations that we're at. So I know, Kerry, a few weeks ago, you had some very complex needs, very complex clients, or clients with complex needs. Yeah.
Every day.
Every day. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. And that can be a challenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
So where should we take the container? Where do you want to go? Man, we can't go down the pub.
Katie, how do you feel about exploring what happened with you a little bit more?
Me?
Yeah, with the coaching.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. Yeah, it's really interesting. So it's I've been coaching this lady for A good few months now. She's about 7 months into recovery and she's doing great. I mean, she's done a lot of work herself. And it was only when I started coaching her that I discovered her job was a coach, like but more in the context of a work coach.
Oh,
So
a proper coach.
yeah, yeah. So I instantly was in the whole imposter syndrome bullshit at the beginning of my relationship with her because I was like, oh fucking hell, she's a professional, like I'm not. She's a professional. Um, so I was on the back foot with that, but actually she really empowered me because she said after one of our sessions, I wasn't really sure what I would get from this, but you're really fucking good at what you do. That was her words, and I was like, yes, so that's good.
I
Oh,
can't hear.
I can't
Oh,
hear you,
yeah.
Katie.
We've lost you, Katie. Something's broken. That was just getting so interesting.
My back.
Yeah, you're back.
Brilliant.
I could see everyone's face go blank, and I've got, oh God, I've gone. Right, where did I get to? So, yes. So a couple of weeks ago, she offered to coach me and my colleague Daisy in our work roles because that's her job. She's HR and all of that. And I was like, yeah, absolutely need it. 100% aware I need some coaching in my work role because I find it difficult balancing. But I didn't know where that would go. I didn't know what that would look like. I was open to it, but I didn't know. And actually, I feel she's done what I hope we do. I've come away from that session feeling empowered, feeling more. I don't want to use the word in control, but you know what I mean. You know that I'm doing all right. Definitely things I need to look at, things that I already knew, like we do. People already know what they need to do, don't they? And it's just been clarified for me. And I was apprehensive because I didn't know how that power dynamic would work. I really didn't. But I think because the way I work is very matter of fact, and we take it seriously, but we're all on the same level. There's no hierarchy, there's nothing like that. And actually it was just a reciprocal coaching in a different way. And I think it's going to be really beneficial to me and to her. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. It was really enlightening actually for me, to see all my shit laid out there bare.
I love that. I think that's fantastic. I think a couple of things that I've really liked actually is when you were saying that about the imposter syndrome as well, where, just because you feel like someone's a bit higher up or, does this amazing job that they're instantly either going to be better than us or something, when actually they're just the same as us. So I really, really like that. And it sounds like she got some as much as you got from the sessions. So I think that's amazing. So yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, I definitely agree because even at the beginning, because she was quite professional, more professional than I am, as in the setup, how she does things. And at the beginning, I was thinking, oh God, I don't do it right, all this, the usual stuff.
What,
But as
what, what, what do you mean her professional setup?
so the all the stuff, the little speech at the beginning about, which I do, but she seemed to be very professional with it. The I'm not a counsellor. We're gonna meet here and then. The expectations, the ground rules. Like for instance, I will only ever wait 10 minutes. I won't wait longer than that, and that kind of thing. Really putting those boundaries in. Whereas I can be a little bit flaky with that. I think you probably all know that I can be a little bit
Well,
flaky.
maybe a bit looser.
Yeah, Yeah, a bit looser. There we go.
Okay.
That's a better term.
All right. So what's the advantage of being looser?
I think it makes people feel more comfortable. I feel people, it's not then a setup as in if you're going to see a psychiatrist or a doctor or all of that. That's where the power comes from, that we don't have those rules and expectations. So I like to
No,
be
we do have the rules,
yeah.
but the way that they're delivered is in a much more unprofessional way, where it's more kind of relaxed and playful.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
It's a
definitely.
kind of a looser environment. But I don't want that to take away from the professionalism of what we're doing.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, completely and utterly. Um, yeah, looser. That is definitely the better word. I think that just makes a
And
more
why do
open
we
and
need
comfortable
looser
environment.
boundaries?
Because we're meeting people where they're at,
In
not where they
crisis,
want us
chaos,
to
and conflict, we're meeting people in a culture of addiction. Kerry's meeting people with like complex needs, real
Yeah.
complex needs. Andrea and Justin as well. Yes, are you two on the front line as well? Like, I mean, the people we're meeting are like it's a proper fuck up.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
like just what it's made us think of as well with you saying looser and the boundaries. I mean, we have this is going to sound wrong. We have to be really loose because we're meeting people exactly where they're at, and that is on the streets. It is so chaotic. It's like we can't have set times. Sometimes we're hunting for these people. We can't have set times, and if you don't show at this time, none of that can happen with the people that we're working with at the moment. So we have to be. I think we set boundaries as we go along. If
And,
I'm
and the
completely honest.
reason I want to bring this in is to really support you, Katie, in the messaging you're giving yourself. And look, I'm fucking guilty of it too. I see someone with some letters over there. Oh my God, I'm just a junkie who got well. There's a real internal oppression that keeps me small
Mhm.
and stresses me out. Yep. And then the projection that we're not professional, we're not organized is something we actually have to fight all the time. But actually, if you do a bit of investigation, we're very structured, very organized, very really backed up by kind of best practice. It just seems from the outside like, whoa. Sorry, I know I'm biased here, but it's something that I've really had to fight for my whole career. And now the world is kind of coming to oh yes, no, that lived experience is really good. We got to get it on there. Have we got it? Here's the tip. Oh yes, cool. There's Andrea. Yes, cool. Fella, yes, cool. Blah blah. Let's put her in there.
Yeah, tokenism.
God, I thought I would have got a smile out of you there, Andrea. My God, okay. She's a tough crowd, Henry. You're really not feeling well, eh? Okay. Carry on, Katie.
Um, I don't know where I was. Yeah, no, I think
Denying your brilliance.
yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm great. I'm delightful. I'm so good at my job. Um, you know, and it was because actually I could see mirrored what I do. So this lady in my head, this whole imposter syndrome bullshit, I have a respect for her and know that she's come a long way in her job. And I could actually see mirrored what I do. So it
Okay.
actually gave me that, okay, yeah, all right, you're doing it.
Okay.
You can do it, and I found it beneficially on both levels. So for me personally, to look for my stuff, but also in that professional element that actually that's what I do and I can do it well.
All right. And now, without breaking this person's confidentiality or anything, but was this person exploring recovery?
Yes, she is 7 months into recovery.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, so I've been coaching her for a while.
Okay. All right. So even this professional blah 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 person
Yeah.
still ended up with us lot.
Obviously. Obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, we must have empathy and compassion for the professionals as well out there. Because often they're in a position of like, oh my God, I can't do this stuff. I'm meant to have my shit together. I'm da 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 da.
Yeah. And actually, I'm really glad I don't have to do that. I'm really glad that I can be me, warts and all, and actually say in a professional setting, I don't know, I don't know. I have this or whatever. Let's work at it together. The freedom to do that and know that I know what I'm talking about.
So, Katie, you're paid to say that you don't know.
Yeah.
And that's what's really hard.
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing executive coaching in corporates and people are so used to getting in consultants to say, we're going to consult and tell you what we do. The skill of a coach is to sit there and say, I don't know what we're going to do. I've no idea. Where should we start? What do you think? And you support the person in coming up with solutions themselves. And then there's a systemic pressure of other people expecting you to come up with the answer. And you can see it in the fellowships a lot, with like there's pressure on the sponsor to say, oh, well, you've got to do this. And you've got to phone me up for 10 minutes every morning and go through a gratitude list. You need to phone me at 10 in the morning. If you haven't phoned me at 10 in the morning, you're out, mate, because you don't want to work your program.
David, you've just described what we just before coming on here, and I was thinking the same thing. Like it's very, very simple, but you know how our heads off somebody says something about it. Like he said, well, we've got to do this, going through the steps and blah blah blah. I says, what's the problem? He says, I'm just bored. So I says, "Well, it's very simple. Do something." Yeah, in expecting something different. He says, but I'm scared. Okay, what do we do? 12, pray. I have been praying. Pray more. I'm lonely. Don't know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? There was very simple things, but in my head, it's looking like for this amazing solution thing is that we're going to cure people or something. Do you know what I mean? And I always, whenever I'm in a situation, I've been in lots of situations like what Katie said, I always tell myself that I'm the expert here. If someone's 7 months, I didn't give a shit. So you're mad at 7 months. You're even madder when you get to a year, 2 years. But it's 7 months. It's like a teenage kid. It's a dangerous place to be because they think they know everything, and they don't. But Katie, you're right. I like though that you humbled yourself. You're humbling yourself. You didn't let your ego get in the way. You says, "I'll listen. I'll try." But remember, you are the expert. You are amazing. You are fantastic. Do you know, like all them things. I always tell me them myself that the more gentle I am with myself, the less harsher I will be with somebody else. But if I'm harsh with myself, you can guarantee it's going to come out when I see other people as well.
Yeah. And I really liked what David brought about the sponsor thing as well, because I do sponsor people, and actually I have that pressure in a sponsoring situation, not in the coaching, because I feel there is that pressure. And David, you did it again. You became that Cockney bloke when you did the thing. I don't know what his name is, but it's hilarious. But I feel that pressure as a sponsor that I've got to somehow, right, this is what you've got to do and do it, and you will get well. Whereas in coaching, what can we do? What can we do to help you get well? What do you want to do? It's really different, isn't it? It's really different dynamics. And I definitely feel a pressure being a sponsor rather than a coach. Actually, it's really interesting.
That is interesting. I don't know much about sponsorship, I'll be honest, because I don't a lot of sponsors in GA. that I know about. Like all the GAs I've been to, like I've been to a few, it's not really doesn't come up. So what's
What
the
does
what
come up?
just talking shit if I'm honest.
Okay.
Like
That's the same as sponsoring.
So what do you do? Do you sit around there and go, yeah, I bet that one's going to talk shit?
I think they're all the ones I've been to all are run very differently.
Okay.
So there doesn't seem, and I don't know if this is the same for like AA or NA, but there doesn't seem to be any sort of really similarity in any of the meetings. So some meetings they read from the book and then everyone gets a turn to talk. Some meetings I've been to they don't read from the book and someone just points at you and says, "Tell me how your week's been." Um, yeah. So I mean, it's not something that I personally benefited from. Like I did enjoy reading from the book. That was about it. Um,
Which book?
it's our little orange book that we read from.
The Little Orange Book.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I did
So
find
there's
that
the big
helpful.
book, there's a
Yeah.
blue book, there's a green and gold, and then there's the orange book.
Yeah. I'm quite keen to hear a little bit about the difference between. I hope this is okay to take it this way about sponsorship and
Definitely.
coaching. Like
Definitely.
for those, because it sounds like a few people on here have been sponsors of things. Like, what's the difference then between the two?
Okay. So here we have the window. We have leadership here, management, mentorship, coaching, bio, psycho, social, medical. Yeah. And coaching lives in this quadrant here. Sponsorship lives in this
Yeah.
quadrant where I share my experience to you. I'll mentor you through the steps. Yeah. So the power dynamic is this is what I did. I'm going to tell you how to do it because this person here, this is what he did. And then this person's that one. So I'm the grandson, great grandson, or whatever. And the wisdom that's coming down is through the big book or the green and gold or whatever. It gets passed down. Yeah. And if you go into an organization, you'll get somebody gets promoted, they become a manager. Yep. And then that manager mentors you in the role for when they used to do the job. Yep. So I used to be in IT support. I'm now in the manager of an IT support team. I need to teach other IT juniors how to do the job I used to do. I need to now manage. Now, what happens in that environment is people are often like, oh, fuck, I don't know how to manage. Let me go back to fixing the computers and not telling other computer technicians how to fix it. And then the person that's been made a manager becomes a poor manager because they're hiding in the work all the time. Does that make sense? Yeah. And leadership should be providing direction. This is where we're going, and this is, yeah. So the coach that Katie was talking about works in this area, which is in the workplace, business coaching. So you get business coaching, mentoring, and consulting. Where we're working in recovery coaching is we're working down here. We're working with psychologists and trauma-informed people and NHS and therapists and all that sort of stuff. We're working with 12 steps or mutual aid groups. Yep. And we're working with the medical world, needle exchanges, harm reduction, things like that. And this training is about staying in a coach here. Yeah. And the systemic wellness here is about you working in this area, trying to help in this area. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what happens, let me try a different color. You'll get these people here that have a 12-step philosophy. Yep, and you'll get staunch 12-steppers. Well, what you got to do is this, there's the Katie, you got me self-conscious now, but it lives in my head there. That 12-step kind of like, well, what you got to do is this, and what you got to do is that, and fucking page 69 says don't do that, and okay, yeah, well, fuck, okay. But that gets projected onto this role. Yep. The people that come from the social workers, psychologists, they also project their role onto the coaches. You know, well, you need to take their kids away, or you need to do this, or you need to like da da da. Da. And then the medical profession project their stuff onto you as well, because they're all under pressure as well. Yeah. So Kerry here wakes up in the morning. She works with real complex needs. Yeah. She's got to like kind of, we've got to go on the streets and find these people. Yeah, which makes it very difficult to kind of manage and leadership who want to see results. How many clients have you seen? How many people have you got onto a script? How many people are off? You know, how many blah, blah, blah. Is this making sense to everyone? And everyone has a fucking opinion here. So where to start is within yourself. How do you feel about yourself and your behavior first? Your morals, your values, your recovery, whatever that is. That's the first place to start. Then to expand that into your role. What's your role in the organization? Is this making sense? Yeah. So Katie's got experience in recovery. Yep. And her role in her organization is to be a director. Yeah. She's a boss. Yeah.
I still laugh every time I say it.
And because there's an internal projection that's going, oh fuck, I'm such a fraud. How did I get here? They don't know what they're talking about. I'm a fucking con. Making sense? And then you keep yourself small. Now, how is keeping yourself small beneficial for your organization and the people that you're leading and managing?
It's absolutely not.
It doesn't work, yeah? Andrea, Kerry, Justin, Amy, Paolo, how is keeping yourself small helping your organization?
Yeah, it doesn't. It just limits yourself.
Okay.
It's trying to find that balance between what you're saying that like we have a recovery and we have work and how you behave in all of that stuff, but in the same sense that you need you want to spread recovery, you want to help people, you want do you know what I mean? For me, it's always like a balancing act. It can be difficult.
I know.
Katie, are you boss? Are you a boss?
Of course, Kerry's a boss. We're all bosses.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, it's actually like the boss. If like, are you the boss?
Oh, like a proper
manager?
boss.
Yeah.
The boss.
The boss.
Yeah, she's a director.
Director. Wow.
Who,
That's
Katie?
position of power.
Are
Yeah.
you oh, sorry, I thought you were saying Kerry.
Oh no.
Oh,
No,
I thought you said Terry
no,
too.
Katie,
Yeah.
Katie. Are you the director?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
It's amazing, and I've got to stop laughing when I say it because it is also absolutely mental. But it's interesting because actually I can now do it with other professionals. If I'm in a professional meeting, I can absolutely hold my own. I can do that. It's more when I'm with perhaps my peers that I start feeling a little bit of that imposter stuff. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just because I've been working on it, and when I'm with people who are just because I don't feel like a boss. I don't feel there's a proper hierarchy. I don't like it to be like that. We are all one with the same goal. It's just I've got a few more responsibilities. Do you know what I mean? Um, but I feel the imposter shit a little bit more with my peers, I suppose. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about now.
But what you got to go and do is go and do your step 6 and then go and pray on your step 7.
Please remove my defects of character.
That's basically what I would say to someone
Yeah.
because
And
they're looking to you. They're looking to you for the answer. I tell
but
people,
as
don't
a
look at
coach,
me. I'm got the answers.
but as a coach, your role is to say, "Fuck, mate, I don't know."
Exactly.
It's a difficult thing to fight to maintain the culture that empowers people, because otherwise it sets up this. What must I do? Well, what you got to do is this. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I can't do that. My sponsor says no. I can't go have a relationship. Oh God, I can't fucking. Yeah, she should listen to it. It's fucking. Oh.
I heard, and this is a little bit by the by, but I heard something I thought was really disturbing. Within Forward Trust, David, you know Forward Trust. One of our volunteers has now got a job with them, which is great. You know, they're expanding their wings.
Wonderful, good.
Yeah. However, they were sponsoring someone who was part of Forward Trust. They're not allowed to do it. That is part of their rules.
Okay, so
Until
let's
two
just
years. Yeah.
for 2 years.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just look at that for a second. So, how do you think that happened?
I would imagine
Did
there
you
was
see the
some,
director's side there?
yeah,
The director,
I
I
would
would
imagine
imagine.
something happened along the way to put this rule into practice. Maybe there
So we
was
need a
some,
policy.
yeah,
We need a policy. There's been a fuck up. We need a policy.
yeah.
Okay. Right. And what is the policy?
Staff can't sponsor people who've been through the program until for at least 2 years.
And what does that mean? After 2 years, you can?
I guess so.
All right. So I thought the fellowships, just this, and this is my own fucking anger and triggering coming in here. And I really want to protect the fellowships here. I thought they were anonymous.
Exactly. I don't, this is what, I don't understand how this, first of all, was put in place, or even how it is policed, if you like, for want of a better word.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But it pissed me off, so I just thought I'd share.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
because like in NA, in our traditions, it states that's not affiliated with any other organizations. So like, I don't know how that would be allowed for anyone to even mention sponsorship and stuff. Like, it's quite bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
So I'm fucking stupid. Yeah. They say a wise man learns from other people's mistakes. A fool learns from his own mistakes. So I am stupid. I promise you, I've made so many mistakes. When I opened the rehab, I employed all my sponsees. Fuck. If I look at it now, and then you try and bring accountability into the bit, I'm feeling, oh my God, I can't hurt them, and then they don't want to do this, and then our sponsor-sponsee relationship, the dysfunction of that would play out in the clinic, and then that would impact the clients. Yeah. And that is unethical for the service that we're offering the patients. Yeah, some organizations say you can't have relationships in the organization. Yeah, and the reason you can't have that is because the dynamics of the relationship play out in the workplace. Yeah. Other organizations, it's the dynamics of the relationship that make the workplace go really well. I mean, fuck, look at family businesses. Yeah. I mean, like it's it gets interesting when we look at the systems. So let me calm my excitement down. And yeah, how are we doing here? Andrea, you're not well, huh? You're really feeling poorly.
Yeah, I'm not 100% today, no.
Okay. Do you want to take rest and look after yourself?
I'm all right for now.
Yeah, okay. So seriously, if you need to take time out just to kind of look after yourself, please do that, huh? Yeah, I don't want you to kind of sitting, oh fuck, I got to be at this training and I don't want to be, and I was like I'm unwell, and yeah, because that's not going to be helpful for anyone. So this really isn't about suffering. Yeah. In fact, if anything, I want it to be compassionate around the complexities of the environments that we work in. Yeah. Okay. Amy, how are you doing?
Yeah, good. I think it's interesting about the dynamic when it's like Katie was saying, and I think it can some I can really understand about when you say about the policies being put in place and stuff, and I think sometimes things happen. Let me get my words right here. I think sometimes things like you were saying, David, about opening that rehab. And I think things happen with good intentions and people put things in place and then it's a learning curve. And then other things have to be put in place to either, learn from them or change. And it made me think about in my last job, and I've mentioned this before about worked in homelessness. And we had a rehab and we employed a lot of staff who'd been through the rehab. Fantastic, like best staff I've ever had because there was lots of empathy there, they understood. So really great. But then what would happen is people in the rehab might relapse and become street homeless and then come into the homeless accommodation. So I had staff who had like lived with these people and then it becomes messy. And then we had to do some boundary training to say, right, you they've got your personal phone number. So, there needs to be a boundary on like they can't contact you, you know, because it just got very messy and also around like them meeting up outside of the project, because they've known each other. And it's really hard when you're managing stuff like that around keeping people safe and also treating everyone equally. Because I remember I had someone taking, like a staff member taking someone who was living in a project out for breakfast. And I was like, yeah, we can't be doing that because you can't take one, you got to take all of them. It's not like if you offer it to one, you have to offer it to everybody. You can't just be like, well, I'm taking you because you're my mate. You have to offer it to all the service users. And I'm happy for you to take like one or all of them out, that's fine, but you can't just offer it to one person. And I just remember like wanting to rip my hair out it because you're trying to make it like a fair environment where everyone feels safe and comfortable, but then you've got all these sort of intertwined relationships as well.
Lots of enmeshment, huh?
Yeah, yeah,
And
but it
and
can work.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, and we did have
So,
some great outcomes.
so what's going to make things good is the ability to work in that mess.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's
definitely.
that's that's what's going to not to think, okay, if we put the right policies, procedures, process in place, get the right people, we'll be able to undo the mess.
Yeah, and I just don't think you can. And I think I just encourage open conversation. Like, if you want to, if something happens or you want to do something or anything, just come. We'll have a conversation around it. And to the staff, like you tell me your thoughts around it, and let's like hash it out a bit. Because actually, I'm sure we could make it work, or I don't know, anything really. So it was just more around open conversation. As long as people were safe, that was the main thing, keeping people safe.
Kerry, where are you at? You work with very complex people. Yeah. What are the challenges that what would be supportive for you?
What would be supportive?
Yeah. I mean, how can this call be beneficial for you?
Well, um,
Send me off to a health spa.
yeah, that would be lovely.
Yeah.
No, actually, well, what's just I was thinking about when Amy was talking there. What sprung to my mind, I haven't been in that situation, but when we are supporting people, and there has been occasions where some of them have gone on to get into a fellowship, so they go on a 12-step recovery, and then you start seeing them outside of your working capacity. So and it becomes like these sort of blurred lines. It's like, right, I hug everyone at a meeting? Do I hug this person? And it that can be a bit what's the word I'm looking for?
A fuck up.
A bit of a fuck up, yeah. Two words, good ones. Um and then there's occasions where person has relapsed, and then you've got people in the fellowship asking you about this person, where are they, how are they, and you can't answer them because you've got to keep their confidentiality.
Oh,
Um,
I can't say anything now. Yeah, it's gone. Oh my
no.
God, that's her. I saw her at a meeting, so and so, and she said she can't say anything. It's serious down there. Oh my God, they're not even allowed to talk about it. Really? Fuck no! I knew it was coming. I saw it. I told them. I could see it coming. They got involved with the relationship with that newcomer over there. I could see it. Yeah, you don't want to go down to that organization there. You need to stay here in the fellowship. Yeah, don't go there. Oh, don't take those meds. Yeah, you don't need those mood stabilizers. That's addiction. You're using, mate.
I don't know what
You're
to say
methadone.
then.
You're not clean.
Do you know what I mean then?
Huh? I know exactly what you mean. It's a fucking it's hard.
Uh-huh.
It's hard. And I
I
just want
mean,
to appreciate how stuck in the middle you are.
I feel like I was holding back there a bit because I'm aware it's being recorded, and I sometimes say things that I shouldn't say, but I think I can say the example without
Do you want me to stop the recording?
no, you don't. I think I'll be fine. So for example, supporting someone, yeah, we better stop the recording.
Tune in next week.